Courtois gets it away. Alexander-Arnold, nicely spread. And there's green grass ahead of him. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. He's on it. Can he get away? Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Now it's Goulet. Knocks it into space. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Tries to play it through. Van der Ven gets across to intercept that. Pedro Porro. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Well, that's been cut out, well played. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Van der Ven. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. The most accurate pass. Great vision. Kudus is wide and looking to get onto this. Vinicius Junior looking to get on the end of this.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Bergvall. Now, can they get him away? And it's Bergvall. Can he get on the end of this? Shoots! That's another chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Rudiger cuts out the pass. Vicario is there to clear. He's in space and looking for options. Alexander-Arnold. Aimed beyond the Can he finish? There it is! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Bergvall with the clearance. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Big chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's found a way through. That has not gone well. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Kolumwani is onto this. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Lovely pass, but can he get that? Kudus! Oh, he's really drilled it. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. João Palhinha. Eder Militao calmly anticipates. Ambitious ball here. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Vicario clears. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is... And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Pinches it off him. Oh, that's a key interception. Fran Garcia. And he's there to retrieve it. And the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, I like the fact that
half-time, and it's all to play for. There's the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And here's Mbappe. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Missed by a fraction. Rudiger. Kolumwani. Back into the middle. That's going to go a long way. Well, they've got it again. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
João Palhinha surely had to know he had the support to his right, and if he didn't, he just needs to get his head up.
Tries to pass it through. That's a nicely shaped ball. Shot a goal! Mbappe looking sharp there. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Goulart.
That's good play from him.
Oh, super ball! Oh, well played, well played. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Madrid just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Looking to play him in. Pass is just off target. And that was very necessary. And he's managed to gift it back. Valverde. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. And he's worked it through. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And he's managed to get rid. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here. Threads one in. He's in a great position here. Bellingham, who does have an assist to his name. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It's a searching pass. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Could be danger here. Tchouaméni, 75 minutes played. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Searching pass he's played there. Bellingham. Gray spots it and intercepts. And the through ball. João Palhinha. Valverde. Arda Güler. Udogi getting this one clear.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. This certainly looks appetising, well within... He's having a go. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Madrid still ahead by the game's only goal. Defending was strong and firm. Now that looks a decent ball. Looking for the run. Gray. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. The message is simple. Defend this with your lives. Richarlison! And that's caused a worry or two.
Richarlison is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And he's picked out the run.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
It's anyone's ball now. Now it's Kolo Muani. Oh, well measured. Fran Garcia just applies the finish. And that's that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
And there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Haaland! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Spread out to the left. Tries to play it through. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's been... And one more try! They've got to be quick to recover this. Dani Olmo gets flagged offside.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Stones. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Stones. Bernardo Silva. Vardiol. Vardiol looking to penetrate opposition lines. Doku in acres of space out wide. Yamal. Dani Olmo. He's got away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Bernardo Silva. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now, this could be a chance. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. That has not gone well. Great vision. Stones kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nicely weighted ball. Stones gets rid without sophistication. Bernardo Silva. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that should get the job done. And that's gone route one. Doku. Can he get on the end of this? He's found the way through. Doku. That's very neat. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To further improve their position of comfort. Oh, crossbar! Oh, and he's following up! Now, who's going to... takes the shot! No, he's missed it.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Looking for the run. Bernal. And Balde. Rafinha. Rafinha. Can he get it through? Ruben Dias deals with that comfortably. Defending was strong and firm.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And he's on a charge.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? That's a terrific interception. He's had a stellar game.
Matches Nunes is the guilty party there. And here's Dani Olmo. There will be a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Nico Gonzalez.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Doku certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Reinders. Bernal. And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight.
Shot at goal! It's anyone's ball now. He's picked his real chance! Straight at the keeper.
Well, that looked very...
And the volley. A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
That pass has been well intercepted. Vardiol. Well, that looks a decent ball. Doku picks it up out wide. Oh, what a climb! No, couldn't quite control it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
And he's there to retrieve it. Out to the left it goes. Rafinha tries to pass it through, and he cuts out the supply. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. The ball has bounced loose now, and he's managed to get free. There's the shot! They've scored! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Pinches it off him. Al Kubasi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And that has put paid to that.
Doku.
Oh, well measured. This looks promising. And he's certain... Chance for a shot! Haaland has been caught there, it's a foul. Reinders having a look. Chance! And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a pretty loose pass, and he's intervened well there.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Not the most accurate pass. Martin. And it's Balde. Balde going full tilt down the left. Well, that pass isn't the best. Nico Gonzalez. Just about up to 75 minutes. Reinders has created one goal already. And it's made its way to him. He's having a shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now there's a fine ball. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's shifting through the gears here. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Cherki.
Doku.
That has ended up in no man's land. Threads one in. Levent shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's quick to get it clear again. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. And it's Bernardo Silva. That's been cut out, well played. Rafinha. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
And the shot! It's in! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
It's become a case of men against boys. Rafinha goes on a charge down the left. He has found the way through. And he's there to belt it away. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Haaland, happy to bask in the accolades from all around. The stage most certainly his. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. But tries a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Bruno Fernandes. Zirkzee. Now it's Ahmad. He is through here. Mount. And he shoots! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there. Held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Zirkzee. And it's Mount. That's really well manoeuvred. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Diogo Dalot is in a really good position out wide. Chance for a shot! They've done it! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Oh, easy pickings there. Looking to play him in. Oh, played through for the wide man. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Knocks it into space. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Valverde. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Madrid with the corner, they're first. De Ligt with the clearance. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Xerxes. That pass isn't the best. Bellingham. Now that is a hefty challenge. Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Oh, good spread. Now it's Ahmad. Oh, that's fabulous. Terrific header. Harmlessly behind. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Diogo Dalot.
Arda Güler. Oh, that's well spotted. Threads one in. And he cuts out the supply.
Valverde.
And here's Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Bruno Fernandes.
And De Ligt. Driving forward. Aims beyond the defence. Danger averted for now.
Vinicius Junior.
And it's Garcia. Ball's gone out of play. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Madrid looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Real chance! Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Just eases him off the ball. It is a corner. Bellingham is there, and he can get that clear. Madrid are looking to go forward now. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Now it's Mbappe, looking for options for movement. He's on it, can he get away? Rudiger gets a foot in here. Now, can they get him away? Real chance, surely! He has done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
But referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Madrid head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
He's got away. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's there to get it away. Chouameni, and it's Arda Güler. Now it's Mbappe, and he's well positioned. Takes a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Madrid grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Looking for the run. Look at the space here. And he's onside. Corner then. Corner number 2 then. That's a decent clearance. And he's in on this, having a shot! And it's come back out to him. He scores! Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has.
It's up, and it's in! Oh, flags up, so that won't count.
Well, obviously some sections of the crowd would disagree, but that was the right decision, albeit a late one.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Tries to play it through. He's in a great position here. Big chance! They've scored! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. They're still trying to make a game of this. Ahmad, lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, no, that was never going to make it. That has ended up in no man's land. Nicely spread. Crosses it in, climbs up big! He's scored! They're back within reach! A great delivery and a finish to match.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So is this the start of a comeback?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Played out towards the right wing. Manchester United have hit a quick-fire double here and have restored some sort of respectability. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, that is a good ball. Mbappe! It's in! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. Big header! Oh, brilliant save. Eder Militao. Here's Tchouaméni. And it's Arda Güler. Now it's Mbappe. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Could try cutting inside here. Pings in across. Keeper's dealt with that. Opts to play it. He's having a go! Smashing save. Really good save, that.
Well, talking about...
Shot a goal! Brilliant from Joshua Zirkzee! A finish of true class! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
And that means just one thing. Match shapes to shoot! Bellingham. Ahmad. Now it's Mbappe. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Played out wide. Oh, well played, well played. Valverde. Bellingham looking to penetrate opposition lines. And it's made its way to him. Ahmad. Quality ball. Oh, can he get onto this? Stood up well to him there. He came in hard, very hard. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's intervened well there. Eder Militao. Great vision. Mount. Bellingham. Zixi has given away a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And that's it. Manchester United perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Se ruega al propietario de una furgoneta gris con matrícula Capicúa que acuda urgentemente al aparcamiento.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. No way through. Brandt threads one in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Looking to play him in. And that has been clubbed away. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here? He's had a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And he welcomes it in. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes. Not the most convincing of passes. Sabitzer.
Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He came in hard, very hard. Oh, he's found support out wide. Little doubt, that is a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Sabitzer.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And they're back on the ball again. Ryerson. This looks promising. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Schlotterbeck. Gross. Brandt. Now Girassi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Paris Saint-Germain really could have done without this. To increase the lead. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Fabian Ruiz tries to pass it through. Anton gets across to intercept that. Aims beyond the defence. Well read, and the danger is averted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Borussia Dortmund clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Time and again they are repelled. Vitinha. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Dembele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ryerson. That ball looks a good one. He's picked his way through, and the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Dembele shifted it to the flank, swung over. Doué. That is ended up in no man's land.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise.
And we've reached half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Paris Saint-Germain are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
So we're just settling back into this second half. Hernandez.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Kroos. Sabitzer tries to play it through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Shot a goal! Goal! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? This is Dembele. Borussia Dortmund can't breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And this is Dembele. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Schlotterbeck to Kroos.
The attendance for this match was 60,810.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Marquinhos. That has been slung wide. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Ryerson. Oh, that's a key interception. Sabitzer. Gross. Always onto this. And it's Gross. Looking for options for movement. Marquinhos. Fabian Ruiz. Gross. Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. Dembele. Hakimi. And he's managed to get free. Hakimi stood his ground strongly. Looking for a runner. That's been cut out, well played. Hakimi. Fabian Ruiz. And he's intervened well there. Ryerson. And that pass just didn't quite work. It's a really well-measured ball. He's being urged to shoot. Shot, surely! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Sabitzer. And it's Gross. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he's going to have his name taken. Schlotterbeck. Nicely weighted ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now then, the ball's come loose.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nemecha. It's come to nothing. Hernandez. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He has a look up. Vitinha, who's set up one goal so far. Doué. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Dembele finds himself offside. Oh, it's Dembele. That pass has been well intercepted. Not the most accurate pass. Nicely shaped ball. Pass somewhat off target. Passing is crisp and sharp. Spread neatly. Oh, takes a shot! Oh, taken with style! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And yes, it's him again. Paris Saint-Germain give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. He's having a shot! It's in! Two ahead, late in the day, game over surely. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical. And that is as far as it goes. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Guirassy gleefully reminding us of what a superb day he's had at the office. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
We have already started here. Brandt. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This could be another episode of the Seho Girassi show.
Can he finish? Sensational from Wirtz!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Borussia Dortmund are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That's a throw. Aimed beyond the defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Isak! And that was very necessary. Sabitzer. That has ended up in no man. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Borussia Dortmund are behind here, despite their domination of possession. That has not gone well. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's run loose here. Sabitzer. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's there to belt it away. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Threads one in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Kurbel.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, it's come loose. Spread neatly. And he has been fouled there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Great vision. He's in a great position here. And the shot! In for the pieces! Benzebaini. This looks promising. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that has left him in a heap. Not the most accurate pass. That's really well cleared. And reclaimed it in a trice. Nicely weighted ball. Isak. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Baini. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes. Looking for options for movement.
Borussia Dortmund truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Looking for the run. Baini providing an outlet on that flank. Real chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Defending was strong and firm. Baini. Searching pass he's played there. Nemecha. Chance, surely! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And he plays one through. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
And please welcome our
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And the game has already resumed here. Oh, that's a key interception. He's had it taken off him. And he cuts out the supply. Now he's got space here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he is going into that little black book. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. Keeper has taken decisive action. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Anton cuts out the pass. Nice-looking ball. Ah, that's a fine interception. Can he get it through? Van Dijk. Wirtz. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Pass somewhat off target. And that's put paid to a promising
the
move.
for this match was 60,179.
Anton. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. McAllister has given away a free kick. McAllister has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off. Pinches it off him. Alisson gets it away. Adeyemi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Borussia Dortmund have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
It's a pretty loose pass. Look at the space and the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Tries to pass it through. Wits!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Szoboszlai is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Alisson gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Lemecha, who does have an assist to his name. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And he's intervened well there. Distributed tidily. Well, there's the clearance. Schlotterbeck cuts it out. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Szoboszlai. Into Baini.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's Brandt, and he welcomes it in. Shot could be on. He is through here. Lemecha! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the...
Shapes to shoot! That's going to go a long way. Gakpo. Well timed, excellent interception. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. He's a sharp little ball here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, well played, well played. Borussia Dortmund close now to seeing this one through to the end. Gakpo. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
There will be 3
Not got that
minutes
quite
added
right.
time.
Into Baini. Can he get on the end of this? And the through ball. Now it's Girassi. Little doubt, that is a foul. Gomez has been sent off. It was deemed a shoot! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. Truly superb. So that's it. It is all over. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Adeyemi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together, and it's been a very impressive turnaround.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Well, this is... Tries a shot! Just a whisker away. Now that's well seen too. Hincapié makes the interception. There's a sharp little ball here. Eric Garcia. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I think an awful lot's going to be asked of this fella Zubamendi here. But being such a smart player, I expect him to pass the test with flying colours. He's making up the extra centre-half at times, as well as making those deep, long runs towards the box. I think a cracking player with a very disciplined game.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Rafinha. And the shot! And the pass is intercepted. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Goes for a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Balde. That has been cut short. Now it's Saka. Eze. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Rafinha. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Yamal. Great ball if he can get there. Arsenal applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. It's a pretty loose pass. Zubamendi. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Knocks it into space. Rafinha. He's cut it out. Merino. Spread it left. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Eric Garcia. And that is a little undercooked. Now, can they get him away? And he's heaved it away. Eric Garcia kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Lewandowski. Eric Garcia. Now it's Martinelli. He's beaten the last man. Goes to finish! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Now it's Yamal. good-looking ball. Out towards the flank. Back into the middle. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona
Clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Calafiori. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the game has already resumed here.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked at...
Dani Olmo! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Calafiori.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Spread neatly. And he cuts out the supply. And the through ball. He can get that clear. It's a throw-in. Looking for the run. Eze is onto this. Bernal. Dani Olmo. Can he spark a counter here? Decent chance! It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And he shoots! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Martinelli with the clearance. Caught offside that time. Tries to thread one through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Muscular approach does pay off here. Martinelli could try cutting inside here. Merino! And it's Eze. Eric Garcia. Can he get it through? Shot a goal! Goal! Arsenal! And they've got their lead back.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Capie promptly onto that, and that is that. He's picked his way through. Now and the shot! It's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Takes a shot! Goal! Arsenal! Into the lead once more. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh, just skips past his man.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up. Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Saka. Now it's Marino. And he has been fouled there. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Casado. That is ended up in no man's land. Incapuyi. Eric Garcia. Rice. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Dani Olmo. Looking to play him in. Nicely shaped ball. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Merino. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's found the way through. Now, who's going to be first to this?
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Dani Olmo has got himself a free kick. Yamal. Played back in. No way through. Oh, good take and a good air. He's had a shot! And he's following up. They've got to be quick to recover this.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
No, that's been intercepted.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Great vision. He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there...
It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. And the action has already restarted. Barcelona displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? Oh, he's burst through! Subimendi. And he was quick to react. Looking for options for movement. Eric Garcia, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And here's Rafinha. He might be in here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Eze, and he's picked out the run. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That's a shade optimistic. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Mosquera. Not the most accurate pass. Couldn't squeeze it through. Subimendi. Tries to play it through. He's through here. Nice interception, well timed. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Rafinha. Lewandowski, can he finish? Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! Extra time reaches half-time. Barcelona come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? And we're off for the final time. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Rafinha. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. So what can they make of this? Martin does really well to win the ball there. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Now it's Marino. And the through ball. Oh, super ball. Marino! Lewandowski. But that has not gone well. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Rafinha. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Can he get on the end of this? Marino.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any...
Just about within shooting range. And that is wildly off target. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's shifting through the gears here. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And that will be it. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi, everyone, and thanks, Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Doku. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's one-on-one, Sean tries a shot! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Header! And that's caused a worry or two.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And he cuts out the supply. Reinders. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Doku picks it up out wide. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And we have our very first corner. And the keeper beats it away. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And the flag has stayed down. Doku! Oh, he's been caught napping. Chouameni. Ruben Dias does really well to win the ball there. Can he get on the end of this? And the through ball. Now there's a fine ball. Mbappe!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Doku. Well, that looks a decent ball. Always onto this. Rudiger makes the interception. Vinicius Junior. Looking for options for movement. Savinho. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Haaland. Can he get it through? Oh, that's a key interception. Great vision.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Shifted it to the flank. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Valverde running with the ball. Takes a shot! It's in! And they've got their lead back. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Madrid take the lead. Goulet. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Kusanov. And Savinho. Doku. And it's Reinders. Threads one in.
That's going in strongly.
Bernard. And the finish! And that is doing no harm at all.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Looking to play him in. Reinders. And he was quick to react. Doku takes a look up. And that'll be the final action of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it.
And a chance! And it's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides.
There's the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Terrific header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Vardio.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Alexander-Arnold. Madrid finding their passes. A hefty... Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Now, power or placement. Brilliant save from Donnarumma!
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
And it's made its way to him. Shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright. Aimed beyond the defence. Vardiol gets into a good position. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now it's Mbappe. Reinders. Haaland. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from...
A header! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. That has been knocked clear. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And now they can spring out of defence. And the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Madrid have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Vardiol. Nico Gonzalez. And Savinho. Now it's Reinders. Vardiol. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Haaland, and the shot! They've done it! And the comeback is complete! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the scorer. Simple as.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And he's managed to get... Can he finish? So, third corner of the game. And that should get the job done. That's going to go a long way.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Madrid looking to pass their way through.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Just 5 minutes left.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Good ball, good take. He has found the way through. Oh, well played, well played. Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, what has happened? He's going for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Spread it left.
There will be 3 minutes.
It's a sharp little ball here. Valverde has created 1 goal already. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Great ball, and he's in here. Chance for a shot! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. That was a given. It always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Goes for a shot! Yes! And they are cruising away. And that's that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Haaland, very much the man of the moment. His boots at their twinkling best. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then...
He's had a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
That has ended up in no man's land. Sabitzer looking to play him in. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Can he get it through? That is lovely. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Bernal. Now, can they get him away?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it...
Chance! Goal! Barcelona! The breakthrough strike! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Borussia Dortmund are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That's the keeper's ball. And he was quick to react. Knocks it into space. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Shapes to shoot! He has done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead. He's having a shot! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Barcelona find a position of real strength. Shot goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Barcelona have hit a quick-fire double here. Schlotterbeck puts his foot on the gas. Well, that's beautifully weighted. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. "15 minutes till half-time. Oh, that's a key interception. Tries to play it through. And the shot! Sabitzer. And here's the chance to counter. Engages and forces him off the ball. Pass somewhat off target.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Eric Garcia. That's a good ball out wide. Skillfully cut out. Can he finish? Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Nemecha. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Adeyemi, and he plays one through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they've got a throw. Sabitzer. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Now it's Yamal. Tries to pass it through. He's found the way through. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Balde gets good distance on it. Now it's Rafinha. That was good alertness. Ryerson. Looking for options for movement. Look at the space here. Sabitzer! And that's off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And we hit half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Barcelona 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. And we are already promptly back underway. Oh, super find. Oh, that's fabulous. He's on it, can he get away? And it's Bernal. Quality ball.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Out to the left it goes. Lovely feet. Bernal. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, easy pickings there. Threads one in.
You can never be short of runners.
Great chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Anton. Nemecha. Out to the right. He's got away. Adeyemi. That's very neat. Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Barcelona are simply cruising along with this 3-goal lead. And that's another good win of the ball. Well, that has not gone well. And they're quick to get it back. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Can he spark a counter here? Barcelona needed that, they really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Yamal. Martin. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Girassi. Bernal. Casado. There's a sharp little ball here. He won't be happy with that one. Shot could be... Takes a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now it's Dani Olmo. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
The most accurate pass. That looks a decent ball. Al-Kubasi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He shoots! Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Rafinha. And he's picked out the run. Pass is just off target. Ryerson. It's a pretty loose pass. Now this could be a chance. Aims beyond the defence. He has found the way through. Great ball if he can get there. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Borussia Dortmund clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll...
Oh, shooting chance! He's kept it out, just.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Great vision. Now it's Guirassy. He's found some space. He is through here. Rafinha. Ambitious ball here. That's been slipped through. And he's there to belt it away. And he's managed to get free. Turns and goes back. Spread out to the left. He is just caressing the ball. Decent chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Lewandowski taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Well, as you can see, we've already started here. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Chance! Brilliant from Rafinha!
Well, we can only hope that this has set the tone for what's to come. Captain Majestic has stunned the whole arena.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That has ended up in no man's land. Nicely weighted ball. Oh no, this does not look good. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cherki, hoisted in. Bernardo Silva!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Oh, that's a key interception. Ake. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. No, it's come to nothing. Ake. Now that looks a decent ball. That is good strength. Reinders cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Ake threads one in. That has been cut short. Great vision. Oh, that's well spotted. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Reinders. Foden. Now it's Haaland. That is good alertness. Can he get on the end of this? Ake. Reinders. Cherki. Oh, red. Nice interception. Nice looking ball. Bernardo Silva. Turns and goes back. Cherki tries to pass it through.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's in space and looking for options. What a throw in. Looking to go deep. He's cut it out.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
It's a really well-measured ball. Back into the middle, and that is expertly dealt with. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Al Kubasi cuts it out. That ball looks a good one. And he's there to get it away. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Reinders. Spread it left. Ake. Cherki. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Barcelona happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. Time for a change in personnel.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Barcelona definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Reinders. He's had it taken off him. And this is Lewandowski. Big chance! Oh, taken with style! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And now he has two. He gets big! No, not the best of headers. And it's Reinders. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, that was vital. Bernardo Silva. Savinho. Araujo promptly onto that, and that is that. Araujo kept his eye on it, and he's there.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Haaland had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it. There they go, hunting again.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.628 espectadores.
Matheus Nunes. Bernardo Silva. Knocks it into space. He's in a great position here. Yamal. And the pass is intercepted. Ake. That has been slung wide. Reinders showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Ah, he's given it away. Looking for a runner. Donnarumma claims comfortably. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent.
He's had a shot! In for the pieces! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. Now he's got space here. Bernardo Silva. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Matheus Nunes. Balde gets rid without sophistication. Eric Garcia. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha looking sharp there. Ake. Looking for options for movement. Araujo, not the most accurate pass. And it's been played through. A lot of space. Can he finish? It's there! They're back within reach!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Not the most convincing of passes. Savinho. Now, what about a counter-attack? Haaland is onto this. Cherki. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now it's Yamal. He's being urged to shoot. Chance for a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Kovacic. Now it's Savinho. And he cuts out the supply. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. Al Kubasi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Eric Garcia. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. He's found a way past. He is through here. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Barcelona are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Rafinha taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.